Okay, what's up there, YouTube? Okay, so today I've got to put, I was just going to do a little vlog. I'm just going to be putting the igniter for my gas pool heater back in the, I took it out and now I have to put it back in the pool heater because I took it out to replace it and I got the replacement and it didn't work. So I went online and found this little guide to it and found out to test the ohms on this, and it tells you if it's bad or good based on the ohms, and it's good according to the ohms. So it's something else. Do a quick little vlog. Use my Firefly 8 SE shooting in 4K 30 to just do this little vlog here quick, and I might fly the drone a little bit today. I got stuff to do. But I thought, you know, today would be a good day to come out and do it. So I got some new glasses. I don't know if you can see my new glasses. Obviously you can, because you're looking at me. I got some new glasses. They're bifocals, so I can see stuff up close, so I don't have to look over the top of my glasses anymore. So anything up close, I can see, because I'm old. And old people need glasses to see. So it's a pretty simple process. I don't know if anybody on here knows anything about pool heaters, gas pool heaters, stuff like that, but it seems like it's just not getting, something. It just won't, it worked for a while, and then it cost me like $400 to refill the tank and it's not even full now. It's using gas and hasn't even been used since last year. So it's like at half a tank or less. And the pool heater hasn't been used since last year. When I first bought the house, the pool heater worked fine and I used it for, you know, like a few times, and then it ran out of gas and it had the smell of gas because when it gets low, it's got the stuff in it that make it smell. But ever since then, the pool heater stopped working. So I checked everything. It comes up with an error, but we'll take a look at it and I'll tell you, you know, what I'm doing. So basically, I'm just replacing the little igniter thing. I'm putting this back in. I hope my screws are all still here. Pull this heater cover off. Hopefully there's no snakes in here. I'd be jumping up and running. Camera go flying. If this camera goes flying, it's because there was a snake in here. I should probably stand up. I should probably stand up and put it over here. I'm gonna put this over here just in case there's a snake in there. Because, you know, you get here working, you see a snake. they get everywhere. Snakes and critters get into your poke it a couple times. It's been off, so the power's been off of it for a couple weeks. I got the pool company that comes out and does my pool, works on the pool. There's a couple things I was going to show y'all too. I got a new pool cleaner, one of those automatic robotic cleaners. Thing's amazing. I saved a bunch of money, and I'm going to leave a link in the description below to the one that I bought because I actually had my friend. The funny thing is I just bought it. Usually if there's a snake or something in there, it'll just sit there. No, I don't see anything. It's kind of wet in there though. It's moisture getting in there somewhere. So I had a problem with this Firefly going off. What I did was I put a memory card from my phone in it because I forgot to put the memory card in it. So I took the one out of my old phone and put it in here. And then I went to record, and it would record for like 30 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes or something, and then it would just stop. And what it was the card was too slow. So to record 4K on the Firefly 8 SE, you need a fast card. So I figured that out and changed it. But anyway, so I also bought a pool cleaner, robotic cleaner for my thing. It's not really robotic. It just basically moves around the bottom of the pool. And this thing, my original one was like $260 for the one that came in when I bought the house. It was like, to replace it was 260 bucks. It fell apart. So I went on Amazon, of course, and started looking around and found out that I could get one for like 80 bucks that had really high reviews and see how that works. So I thought, well, let's give it a shot. So I bought it. I put it in the pool to put it together and stuck it in the pool, turned it on, and I couldn't believe how much better it was than the one that came in the, I mean, it was ticking loud enough to hear inside the house, and it moved up the walls and around the side, and it moved fast around the bottom of the pool. Thing's awesome. I love it. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below, and I'm going to show you guys how well it works. But anyway, back to this. If you're having to fix your pool heater, the igniter goes in a little hole over here. It goes right down there. I'll get down there and see it. It goes right, the pool heater, the igniter goes in that hole right there, right in there. Then the wire goes through this little bracket, this little thing here, and goes up in here and plugs in right there. It plugs in right there. That's where the pool heater, or igniter goes right there. I don't know what P1 is, but the igniter goes right there. Sorry. This is if you have different power. P1. Now, first off, when you're working on something like this, turn the power off. The breaker's already off because this one hasn't been working, so I turned it off a while back. So it's off. But turn the breaker off. Don't be stupid. So the pool heater can only be a couple things. It's the standard heater. A heater's a heater, right? So the pool heater has to be, if you're having a problem with your pool heater not working, it can only be a couple things. Either the igniter, the flame sensor that senses the flame. If there's no flame, and then it starts the igniter, and starts the ignition process, or the gas coming in, or this gas valve. It's one of those things, or the main board isn't working right, like a fuse blew or something. I checked all the fuses, the fuse work. Oh no, I actually have one fuse I've got to replace. I got to replace that before they come out, because they're going to come out and they'll say, oh, it just has a blown fuse, or the fuse is missing. The fuse wasn't missing. I took it out. So this goes in here. Let's see. It's probably easier to put this thing on here first, I think. It's kind of you have to kind of dig in the wires to get this thing on here. This thing goes on here first. Let me see how I got it in the right direction. Yeah. So that goes in there like that. It just snaps on the wire, and then this thing goes in here. There, now it's in. It just basically protects this. It's supposed to be on here. I should have put it back on right as soon as I got this thing swapped out. I should have put it on, but I didn't, because I'm lazy. Okay, so this is nope, that's the wrong side. So I got to use the Phillips head. So I'll put the screw in the hole. Stick it up in that hole. There it goes. Got to replace the fuse on this thing. I forgot about that fuse. I got to go grab a fuse. It's a little 2.5 amp, 250 volt fuse. Wish this screwdriver was a magnetic tip, but I got it in there anyway. Quick job, make quick job of it. Sounds like Jabba the Hutt. Clip it up here, and this little wire clip thing here. That's it. That's all there is to it. screw it back in. These screws are for the cover, which I'm gonna stick back on here for now because I need to get fuses for it. This goes like this. You guys wonder what I'm doing? Okay, so for you guys wondering, you know, what I've been doing, where I'm at, what's been going on the channel, I've just been busy. You know, I posted the Moza video using the Moza, and I had my friend ask me a question about it because he's got the little Moza Lite, which is awesome or whatever for a cell phone. I'm thinking of getting one of those too because the products are that product is so well built. It's awesome. Oh, I did see. I bought the Moza like just over a month ago. And then yesterday, so it's too late to return. I've already bought it. I bought it a month ago. I'm not going to return it now. I mean, I used it once for one wedding, so, but still, I bought it a month ago. And then I saw on Massdrop, which is now Drop, they've got it for $4.99, so $500. So it's $100 less than I paid. I paid $600, or almost $650 or something like that. Bought a few things from Massdrop and had really good luck with them because I bought my drone from Massdrop, and it's been great. One of the batteries, I'll tell you some stuff about the drone when we get to the drone footage here in a second. But the drone, the batteries go out. You have to keep the batteries at half charge. So that's why I'm gonna fly it, because it's been a while. I'm looking up there, seeing bees nest. I was gonna fly it, but I have to, because I have to discharge the batteries a little bit, just a little. You have to discharge the batteries down a little bit. So I've got junk out here. There's stuff all in the pool. But see, there's the pool cleaner. These floats are messing it up. These floats are messing up the pool cleaner hose. But see, look at all this junk in the water. It's like got like stuff in top of the water. This thing's been off. But see how it's going? It sucks to the bottom really well. And it slides a lot. It moves around a lot. This thing needs to be on. I don't know who's been screwing with the pool. I gotta check the timer. It's supposed to go on from noon to like 3 or 4 every day. And maybe the timer was off and somebody flipped the breaker. I don't know who would flip the breaker. There's a time clock on it. People messing. Yeah, noon. See, it's saying it's 8 p.m. Somebody messed this up. Somebody had to screw with this. What time is it? It is 11. It's 11 a.m. So my neighbor next door's dog. My next door neighbor's dog barking at me. Here's me out here talking to you. Who turned the pump off? But see, that thing is, look, it's all the way over there now. That thing works great. So it was like $90 compared to $200 for the one that didn't work. The rubber gasket around it, somebody had taken that off, but if you look at it, see it, it's going on the sides of the pool. It's going right in the corners of the pool. See the air coming through the nozzle? I got to put that nozzle back on. I had to buy a new nozzle, the thing that screws in there, because it broke. But I got to get a pair of pliers and take that off. But see how fast it's moving? It's ticking, it's going down there really well. This thing works fantastic. I mean, this thing works great. You can hear it's nice and loud, it's clicking, it's sliding all around the bottom of the pool. It sweeps the whole bottom of the pool and keeps it clean. vacuums the whole bottom, gets all the crap out of the bottom of the pool. And somebody left it off for 2 days or something. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta throw this box out. But next I'm gonna grab my drone and do a couple of drone shots. I'm just gonna do some practice flying with the drone out here real quick. Now I'm gonna practice the drone flying. So I'm gonna take the drone out, set it up, and film a little bit. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna practice just right around the sky, right around here with my, just right in my little area right here. I'm gonna practice doing the cable cam. What it allows you to do is on the Yuneec Typhoon H, it allows you to set points. So I can fly to a spot, fly to a spot, fly to a spot, fly to a spot, and set points at each spot, then come back to the first spot and click run, and it will fly to those spots automatically. It'll go to those spots around. It'll do the flight by itself. So then I can concentrate on moving the camera around. I just want to fly it around and practice with it and run the battery down. So I had a problem when I moved from Jacksonville to Palm Coast, when I bought the house down here in Palm Coast and moved. I had the cable for the charger, the wall AC outlet adapter was bad, I lost it or something. I got it mixed in with my other adapters somehow. So the AC adapter's right here, and I lost the adapter that plugs in to the wall. Now I actually have to plug it into the car to charge the batteries. So it makes it a pain. So I have to plug it in the car when I'm driving on a trip or anything and charge the batteries up every time I want to use the stupid thing. So I looked on B&H for a charger for this, and it was the B&H and other places like $50 just for the AC adapter. And it seems silly to me because it looks just like it's basically the same adapter that you have for a laptop. So I looked on YouTube, I went on YouTube and I found a video of somebody doing a review of the Yuneec Typhoon H, and I saw in one of the screens they had the back of the adapter, the power adapter shown. So I grabbed a screenshot of it and blew it up and looked at all the specifications on the adapter. And what I found was it's basically 19.4 volts or something like that, 4.5 amps, 60 watts. It's a basic adapter. So I did a search for 19.4 volt, the voltage and amps and stuff, found one on eBay for $7. And I bought it on eBay for $7. So when it comes, I'll let you know if it worked. But it should work. It's the same. It's basically, if you can plug in, this is a dummy 12-volt adapter that plugs into the car, and it charges it just fine with the car battery. So if you can find something that puts out 12 to 15 volts, somewhere around there, it has 19.4. I guess it's a little higher so that it can charge the batteries, because the charger has lights and stuff on it. But anyway, if you can find something that'll plug into the car and work, and it's a 12-volt adapter and it's the Yuneec, then an adapter's an adapter. It's a transformer's a transformer that's built into the thing. So I also have, which I've never used, the first-person view goggles. I have the goggles for this thing and everything, and I've never used them. I'd like to try them one day. I'd like to try them out. You have to have a spotter. Basically, you have to have a spotter to use the goggles, because you can't put goggles on, and you have to keep, by law, you have to keep line of sight with the drone. So you can't see the drone if you've got the goggles on. You're looking at the camera, so that doesn't work. Anyway. put the freaking thing in here. Put the memory card back in. No, I gotta go grab the memory card. What this thing does is unbelievable. It's the coolest freaking thing I've ever seen. So basically, you can set it, like you can fly it in one spot and set where you want it, and then just fly to the next spot, point the camera the direction you want, point the craft in the direction you want, and set number 2, and then set number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, however many spots you want. I don't know how many it'll do. I did like 5. So I basically went up way over there, went around the house, came back over here, dropped down, and it changes the height and the location. It doesn't do speeds because you're basically just setting the points. And then when you move the stick forward, it's when you start it, you start the cam, it goes to the first location. And then when you move the stick forward, it goes forward in that location very smoothly. And what's cool is if you flip the lever for pan mode for the camera from F to G, I don't know what that means, but you flip it from F to G, then the right stick becomes the camera pan. So in the video I'm going to show you, I started here and I flew it around and set my points. I recorded the whole time so you can see where I set my points. And then I brought it back to the start, I hit start, and then I went forward and it went through that motion, but I didn't adjust the camera, I just left it like it originally was, very smooth. Then I went backwards, because if you pull the stick back, if you push the stick forward, it's going forward along the cam line. It's going forward along the cam line. If you pull it back, it goes backward. So basically you can just go forward, and then when you get to the end, you can just click backward and start going backwards, or you can set a cam mode to fly way out somewhere else, like fly way away from you, and then start the program and then just click backwards and it'll backtrack along the thing back to the original point. So you know you're not going to hit something. The danger that you have when doing this is if you go, say you fly up around here and you go on the other side of that tree at some point, say the last point's at the side of the tree, but the first point is directly over your head. If you click start, it's going to come straight into the tree. You have to either back it up and go around the tree and come back to your start point. That's the smart thing, is just fly back to where you started. That's the easiest way. Fly it back to where your first starting point was, or start it and then just go backwards and back it all the way back around to your start point. You see what I mean? You can either go forward or back. So this thing is stupid cool. I mean, it is really cool. It also has like a point of interest. You can set a point of interest that you want to fly around. Orbit, so you can basically just orbit around yourself. Jor, which is I guess journey. It's a journey around something. I don't understand that. I'll try orbit again. I'll try orbit and see what that does. I think it just, you fly it up, you click orbit, and it just goes and keeps the camera focused on whatever it is you focused on to begin with, like myself, and it'll orbit around it, or the house, or a person, or whatever it is that you want to orbit around. I gotta take this out and clean it. It's got junk all in it. It's got sand in it where I took it out on the beach. I'll be out on the beach again soon. But anyway, I'm gonna turn it off. The battery, I've got the battery at it. The battery in the drone is now 15 volts. Actually, I need to fly it some more. So I'm gonna fly it around a little bit more just to drain the battery.